Good morning, I'm Elaine Wells, and thanks for joining us on Midwest Farm Weekly. In your news headlines today, chilly, windy conditions and some spotty rain showers slowed fieldwork in part of the state, according to this week's crop report. Precipitation was welcome where received, helping germinate fall plantings and bulk up hay stands for the winter. The corn and soybean harvest made rapid progress in between precipitation events. Corn for grain is now 24 days ahead of last year. Frosts and freezes helped to push late planted corn toward maturity. Fall tillage and manure spreading also continued. Winter wheat planting is nearing 90% complete. That's a full month ahead of 2019. Equipment repairs during harvest season can lead to significant slowdowns, especially given the high-tech nature of modern farm machinery.
There's some diagnostics we can do through the onboard screen, but there's also, to get deeper into the system, it takes the computer from John Deere to hook into it and look through the system, see what's not working correctly.
And that means having a technician come to your farm or getting your equipment to the service shop. With rates between $100 and $150 an hour in many cases, broken equipment can be a big hit to the bottom line.
The modern equipment has many computers and sensors on it nowadays, and it's become a bigger challenge to keep it going. The older equipment we always repaired ourselves and rarely needed help other than for major transmission or engine rebuilds.
Now, this dilemma has resulted in right to repair legislation being introduced in many agricultural states. It would give farmers and independent technicians access to those same diagnostic tools as implement dealers have. Wisconsin's Dairy Innovation Hub released its first annual report outlining major accomplishments since its inception last year. Here's a look at how funds are being used to grow this important industry in our state.
It's an exciting report that outlines more than 50 financial awards between 3 campuses, so Madison, Platteville, and River Falls. It highlights 6 amazing projects. There are a ton of projects to choose from. It's probably impossible to pick our favorite, but we picked 6 to highlight that really are diverse. They are across the 3 campuses, across the 4 priority areas, and I think a lot of farmers and processors can identify with some of the projects that we've highlighted in the report. And then, of course, it explains kind of the structure of the Dairy Innovation Hub. So if you didn't know anything about the hub, you could take a look at this report and really kind of walk away with a clear understanding of the funding mechanism, what we do, and who all is involved.
I know it's hard to summarize the summary, but for our viewers who are maybe hearing Dairy Innovation Hub being talked about, let's talk about the benefit that ultimately will be happening for producers and processors and educators in our state.
It's basically the state of Wisconsin came together and said, look, dairy research is really important to us, so much so that we want to dedicate, $7.7 million a year specifically for that purpose.
And I know a lot of the funding is going to real life scenarios for cheese processing to happen at these campuses, for animal care to be in action. Why is that component of this critical, that it's actually funding real world scenarios for these students?
Certainly there is a place for long-term research and discovery, but what they really wanted was really short-term wins. So can we fund projects that are going to last maybe a year, 2 years, that at the end of that project, farmers and processors can really grab a hold of those results and implement them right away on their farms.
What about energizing that potential workforce that's out there? We have kids that are now generations removed from growing up in agriculture. Is this designed to highlight the industry and maybe draw some new people into it as well?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, talent development, talent acquisition is really probably what the majority of the hub funding will ultimately be spent on when it's at full scale. If we have a thriving dairy community, both farms, processors, and sort of ancillary suppliers, then we have career opportunities for people who want to go into the dairy space. It's not just physically dairy farming. It's sort of all those services that go along with it that, you know, honestly, if we don't have a thriving dairy community, we don't have those careers for people to go into.
You might have noticed that lettuce has been missing from your favorite fast food meal. The reason is due to weather-related incidents and wildfires out west.
No lettuce in there. That's a bummer.
Right now, some places like Wendy's are not putting lettuce on their burgers or sandwiches. A sign posted outside in the drive-thru says it's unavailable because of weather-related incidents and wildfires.
I'm not surprised. I mean, it makes sense, but I feel bad for the farmers and for the restaurants too.
Christopher Valadez with the Grower Shipper Association of Central California says multiple days of extreme heat caused stress on lettuce crops in Monterey County,
which could have led to weakening of the plant. Loss of certain plants were unable to withstand the heat for a prolonged period of time.
That's not the only issue. He says late August, early September, ash from the wildfires made its way onto the crop. But Valadez says crews were able to tear off the outer layer of the lettuce and give it a good rinse. But there was damage done. A major concern has been a lettuce virus called impatiens necrotic spot virus, otherwise known as INSV.
It's a disease of lettuce that affects, the production of lettuce here on the Central Coast, and I'm referring specifically to lettuce grown from Monterey, Santa Cruz, San Benito.
Church Brothers Farms in Salinas says the virus is spread by certain bugs. They say it leaves spots on the product like this. They hope the problem will soon take care of itself.
We see this virus sticking around for another few weeks, at least until we finish Salinas. With iceberg lettuce, we transition to Huron in about 2 to 3 weeks, 100%. And then we'll be in the desert in about 4 or 5 weeks.
Farms will transition from iceberg lettuce to Huron in a few weeks, which should help get that supply back up. Meanwhile, Wisconsin restaurants and grocery stores will soon have access to tomatoes from one of the largest controlled environment agriculture facilities in the world. The 60-acre facility in Kentucky will focus on growing plants that are non-GMO, chemical and pesticide free. Estimates are the greenhouse will pump around 45 million pounds of tomatoes into the food supply chain. The facility is within a day's drive of nearly 70% of the U.S. population, giving grocers a regionally sourced option instead of relying on Mexican imports. With the new technology, they will be able to grow year-round, but it's not traditional open field farming.
We operate the farm with iPhone and iPad using sensor and software, LED lighting. We're able to grow in this facility with 90% less water than open field agriculture, get 30 times more yield per acre, don't use the harsh chemicals.
Though technology is key, this new greenhouse will also create about 300 new jobs. The first harvest is expected early next year.